Hi, I'm Warwick Beauchamp from Online Marketing, keeping you up with the play on the internet. Keywords. The guessing is over. Google knows what words are being searched and from where, and you can too. You'll probably remember when your web developer created your website for you that they would have asked you what keywords you'd like on your website, and they probably entered those keywords in the meta keyword field. The days of guessing keywords are now over. I'm going to take you in behind the scenes of Google and show you what we can now scientifically work out with the help of Google. First, let's have a look at Google's keyword tool. We can use this keyword tool to find out what people are actually searching for on Google. And you can do it one of two ways. You can either put a website address in here where it's got a website, or you can guess some words in this other word or phrase box. So I'm going to put a couple of guesses in here and click search. I've set it up for the country to be New Zealand, the language to be English, and we're just having a look at what we might guess somebody might search for if they're looking for somewhere to stay, a motel or some accommodation. Let's go down here and make some adjustments. First of all, we've got the match type over here on the left. We've got it automatically ticked abroad. I'm going to put in the word exact. That's also going to give us now where Google would bring up a result if, broadly speaking, the word motel was used there within a sentence. The exact match is if somebody just typed motel and motel only in the search area. The other interesting thing you can do here, you could put each one of your competitors' websites in this little website thing and see what keywords those bring up. When we do keyword research for a client, we take quite a lot of time going through and checking all of their competitors, all of the guesses, and then actually coming down and see, well, what is being typed in to Google for searching. And let's just have a look here what these columns mean. The first one obviously is the word. The next one is the competition, and this is the amount of competition that's on AdWords. So something that's a reasonably low competition, it's not going to cost too much to go into that pay-per-click area. Something that's very high, you're going to be paying a lot of money for a click. The next one is global search. So if you've got a business that's selling globally, the global search column is significant. Otherwise, the local monthly searches are the searches that are happening in New Zealand. And in the next column, we can see the local search trends. Each bar is a month, a previous month of the year, and if you mouse over you can see there's October 2010. Now by clicking on local monthly searches, we'll get the highest search coming up to the top. At the moment it looks like hotel's the winner, accommodation comes in, also motel is up there as well, but not as high as accommodation. Interestingly enough, now Google goes and has a look and says, well, what other words are people searching on? Here's some interesting thoughts, right? Here's accommodation spelt with just one M. So it would be really a smart move to have accommodation spelt with one M, optimized, motels plural, backpackers last minute, different things here depending on your target market. It can take quite a bit of time searching through all of these different keywords, working out which of these keywords are likely to be your target market, the misspellings, the synonyms, all of the different words that people are actually searching on with no guessing. From that we can construct a spreadsheet, and that spreadsheet is then used for optimization of not only your website but of your web presence, of everything else that's going on around the web for you, particularly your Google Places listing, optimization or naming of photos, of videos, and within articles that you might write that are submitted to various places around the internet. Now here's another new tool that Google's just brought out. It's called Google Insights for Search. You can see it's in beta version. I've typed in here 3 keywords that we got from the keyword research before. I've put accommodation with 2 M's, again misspelled it with 1 M, and the word motel. I've then changed the filter to New Zealand. We could make this worldwide, but I've changed it to New Zealand, looking for local people within New Zealand that are searching on these words. What this graph is now telling us is what interest there's been over these keywords over a period of time, and I can change that graph. At the moment that graph's going from 2004 to the present. I could take that right down to the last 7 days if we wanted to, or the last 12 months, and see what's happening on Google again. However, the next thing further down the page is Google now breaks it down into the regions within New Zealand. And I can see down here through these different regions of New Zealand, people logging into their computers and searching on those keywords, and that gives me a graphical representation of who's searching for what. Maybe we can work out who the better spellers are. Even further down, Google is now saying what other search words are commonly being searched on that are close to these other words. And it's taken the first word, accommodation, and brought up synonyms, shown me the results, and then also shown here what other searches are rising. What if being spelt incorrectly? So it would be a really smart move to be optimizing that if you had an accommodation business. There is a whole bunch of scientific research that we can now do to establish not only what keywords people are actually using, but what part of the country, what part of New Zealand they're actually using them in, and what keywords are gaining in popularity. With that information, we can optimize your website, your Google Places listing, your whole web presence, including the videos you put up on YouTube and other video sites around the internet, your social networking, Facebook, Twitter, etc., photos, images, news, and of course your Google Places listing, and on devices including mobile phones, iPads, laptops, and desktop computers. It all connects and builds, and it's all based on the choices of keywords that are most relevant for your business, for your products and services. In the next video, we'll be having a deeper look at Google Places. It's your free website from Google. It's the potential for a position on page 1 of Google. It's mobile enabled, and it needs claiming and optimizing.